Lieutenant Colonel Al Morris, Commander, 3rd Battalion, 157th Field Artillery. I'm married, I have 2 children. My daughter just graduated from the University of Colorado. My son is serving as a combat medic in the Army. Just got back from Afghanistan recently.
I'm Major Clay Tallman. I'm the Executive Officer for 3rd Battalion, 157th Field Artillery. I hail from Colorado. Parker is where I reside. Married to a beautiful wife named Angela and a great daughter named Maddie. My military experience is about 25 years. I spent 8.5 enlisted, and the rest has been as an officer.
3rd Battalion, 157th Field Artillery is a multiple launch rocket battalion. We're based out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, and our primary mission, typical mission, is to provide rocket artillery fires.
The big view of 3157 is it's 400 soldiers strong. It's an artillery battalion out of Colorado, a Colorado Army National Guard artillery battalion.
For this mission, we have what's called an in lieu of mission, and so this directed mission has us doing some very different tasks in field artillery.
Our battalion got selected to come up to Ramadi because our battalion was fairly mature and had the capability to provide its own maintenance, organic maintenance.
We also provide the quick reaction force for the Camp Ramadi. We provide personnel security detachments for the provincial reconstruction teams working in here in the Al-Anbar province in Iraq.
We're charged with doing a fairly important mission over here, and that's to provide security on a couple different levels. At the personnel level, as well as at the camp level, the FOB level.
In addition to these missions, we were kind of a last-minute add-on to the mission. We're responsible for running the camp, the colonist, the mayor's cell, and with that, we're responsible for all the contracts for food and fuel and electricity for running a base of between 3,500 and 4,000 soldiers. Last time we had such a big deployment was in World War II. It was again the 3rd Battalion, 157th. They were infantry at the time. And so we really do feel connected and proud to be part of that and adding just a little piece of that history and being part of that history. During World War II and before, the Colorado Guardsmen, when they were mobilized into federal service, were always noted for their enthusiasm and ready to do any mission, whatever he had for us, and they kind of nicknamed our battalion Eager for Duty. Our unit and the Colorado Guard, we've been given a lot of different kinds of missions. Not every one of the ones were the ones on a list of things that we joined up for to do, but we're glad to do it, and you see people in the Colorado Guard and in our unit really eager for duty.
The 3157 patch is kind of a unique patch. It highlights the mountains where we're from in Colorado, and we're proud to be there, but it's also our proud heritage as an artillery battalion. The patch itself has an old cannon. The cannon was adopted from the Fort Sill school patch, the artillery, home of the field artillery school patch. This happens to be a replica of the schoolhouse cannon where all field artillerymen have been trained. Our predecessors added the mountains to signify that we were an artillery battalion from Colorado.
2005, I was assigned to the 947th Engineers, and we came right here to Ramadi, Iraq. Ramadi was a very deadly city. We had a lot of incoming, a lot of mortars, a lot of rockets coming in on us on a regular basis. The city itself was very deadly. We're in the Anbar province, and this was called the Wild Wild West, and it was the Wild Wild West.
Many people, they were disenfranchised. went to fighting and just finding ways that they could do something about it. And so it made Ramadi kind of a prime place for Al-Qaeda to come in and find people that would cooperate with them.
This was a stronghold for the insurgency. All the guys were getting ran out of Fallujah, out of Baghdad, so this was a collection, if you will, of the terrorist insurgency.
There was a huge kinetic aspect to the war. There was a true fight.
And the fighting was quite intense here. And so over 320 soldiers and Marines have died in this town, second only to Baghdad.
We were aggressive. We were actually going after the bad guys, trying to synergize that and teach the Iraqis at the same time, and working with them to go after the bad guys. Back then, we actively pointed our weapons at people, at things, at threats.
There was a lot of activity. We had sniper fire onto our motor pool. We had, like I said, a lot of incoming rockets, and there was a lot of civil unrest out in the city. Now I'm back here in 2009 to lovely Ramadi, and there is a big difference. I can see that we've made a difference in the stabilization of this country.
It's still a dangerous place. There's still activity out there, and there's still events which are dangerous. But the little subtle nuances of then and now don't compare.
Seeing how things were then compared to how things are now, what a difference it's been.
We are not the aggressor. The weapon systems are not actively postured or aimed at someone.
I'm not going to pretend that this is a peaceful place for everybody to walk around now, because it's not, and there's still people that would gain from the Iraqi security forces being unsuccessful in this town. But it's been a while since an American has died in this town, and really the Iraqi army and Iraqi police have done a good job, particularly in this town, of not just taking the lead, but taking over. Besides fewer casualties, which is important to us, when I get outside and I go and I see the cities and I compare that with the way it was here before, the United States is here working to help the Iraqis do this, but the most of the work I see is the Iraqis doing it now.
As the coalition forces have done their job, we've made this a better country, and that's our goal. We want to let these guys stand up on their own, and I see from 2005 to 2009, we've definitely done our job here, and we continue to do so, and until the last soldier's out of here, we'll continue to do that mission.
We're here to help the Iraqis build capacity, help the Iraqis secure themselves, and help the Iraqis move forward as a nation of the world.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am a warrior. I am a warrior and a member of a team.
And a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States.
I serve the people of the United States.
And live the Army values.
And live the Army values.
I will always
I will always place the mission first.
I will never
accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never quit.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I will always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I'm a professional.
I'm an expert and I'm a professional.
I stand ready to deploy.
I stand ready to deploy,
engage, and destroy.
Engage and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom.
I am a guardian of freedom in the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
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 3157 is made up of 4 primary components.
My headquarters battery, Alpha battery, Bravo battery, and a forward support company.
We have a maneuver element, which is made up of Alpha battery and Bravo battery. Not only can they provide force protection, but they can also maneuver, get familiar with the tactics, techniques, and procedures, how we protect a person in the Ville.
My name is Staff Sergeant Clark. I've been in the Colorado Army National Guard for around 13 years. My family's back in Colorado. My wife, Tammy Clark, and my 2 kids, Sage and Miles. The mission we have here, we're running an entry control point here at Camp Ramadi. Basically, we're checking people that come in and outside of our facility here, our Camp Ramadi, and making sure they have proper credentials to be where they're supposed to be to help protect us and all the other people on the installation. We're a pretty tight-knit unit, Alpha Battery. A lot of us have known each other for quite a while. We all have various jobs. Every job is very important, you know. It may seem just like a little job, but you can never look down on one person for just doing what they got to do, and it takes all of us to make it work.
I'm David Wilcox. I'm actually a new commander for Bravo Battery 3157. I have a wife, Stephanie Wilcox, 2 boys, live in Colorado Springs. Enjoy that a lot, love the mountains. I have 12 years experience in the Army, former enlisted. I've been with the Field Artillery all of my officer career.
My name is First Sergeant Reyes. I'm the senior non-commissioned officer in Bravo Battery. I've been serving in the Army for about 16 years now. Currently residing in Johnstown, Colorado. Married to Stephanie Reyes for 11 years. Currently Bravo Battery serving under the 3rd of the 157th Battalion, which is also serving under the 115th Field Artillery Brigade in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. My battery right now is assigned a position of personal security detail. What we primarily do is just escort contractors and civilians to sites around the Ramadi Providence just to provide them security while they do their job as far as trying to help rebuild Iraq.
It's a great mission for 3157. It's a great mission for Bravo Battery. The other thing we do is a little bit what's called force protection. We man one of the important gates here on Camp Ramadi. It's a 24-hour operation. The guys love it, the gals love it. They feel it's a great opportunity to keep those here on the camp completely safe so that we can sleep, and they love doing that.
The battalion is also comprised of a headquarters battery.
For my headquarters camp company, or headquarters battery, that's where the command and control element is for the battalion.
And that primary mission is to support the command and control of the battalion as a whole and its subordinates.
My name is Ashkan Anga. I'm married. I have a wife, my wife Amanda, and my almost two-year-old son Samyar. I was born in Colorado, actually, Boulder, Colorado. Raised in Tehran, Iran, and moved into the States in '89, Boulder, Colorado, and went to junior high school, and college in Boulder. Essentially, my role as the HHB commander for HHB, we're charged with to make sure that the battalion can operate their mission, running the operations center. Here, I'm also the deputy mayor of Camp Ramadi, which is a lot of responsibility. We have to make sure our tenants' needs are met on a daily basis, basic services, power generation, water. We also have contractors that work for us as part of the LOCCAP. These are contractors that provide our services, civilians that work here. So we're also charged with their security, and we audit their contracts, we audit what they do. It's accountability. We want to be good stewards of government's money, and it's a big job, and we're happy to do it.
3157 has also brought with it the 188th forward support company.
A forward support company is a little more of a traditional mission.
The 188th Forward Support Company is organic to 3157 and primarily provides the maintenance support.
What's different for them is we're not using the normal artillery pieces and launchers and that kind of thing that we have before. So although they're trained mechanics, they had to receive special training both when we were stateside at Fort Hood, Texas, and then again in Kuwait for the specific type of MRAP vehicles and up-armored Humvees.
I'm CW3 Jody Hackala. I have a wife, Linda, of 30 years of marriage. I have 2 kids, Jim and Amy. I've got a grandson, 1-year-old, named Ethan. We live in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I've been in the service for 30 years now. I've been in this battalion for 13 of those years, and this is my second deployment to Ramadi. My role is to manage this motor pool. We've got 170 pieces of equipment. Our MRAPs, the Cougars that we man, those are our primary mission to keep running. And then we have 1151s, the Humvees. And so everything that our guys do here, we work 7 days a week, 10 to 12-hour days. Mission dictates that. I've got 28 mechanics on the ground, and these guys run everything from managing our parts to actually installing those parts on the vehicles. So it's a big logistical piece that we provide this battalion, and we've been very good at it. And I've got the best group that I think I've ever had. I always say there's no fat on this cow. This is a very lean cow that we're operating, and these guys all know their job. They're all very well with it. All the management of it, we've got the right people in the right place doing the right job for this battalion support.
The Quick Reaction Force basically does base patrols internally and external, and they're also a reactional force. So if something is discovered, they quickly go and respond to that.
My name is Specialist Daniel Holmes. I am stationed in Colorado.
I am Specialist Carlos Garcia from Denver, Colorado.
My actual job is QRF.
QRF, Quick Reaction Force. What we do is pretty much we secure the perimeter of the FOB.
A FOB is a forward operating base where we are concealed from the outside perimeter.
We make sure nobody breached in within the perimeter, make sure everybody on the FOB safe.
All right, has everybody got their gloves? High foam, body armor, you got water?
Got it.
What we're looking for, does anyone still what we're looking for?
Breaches in wire, make sure nobody somehow made their way through the wire. Make sure we don't have to stop and repair it. I was going to request if we could stop and check that one that I repaired yesterday.
Anybody else got anything? LT?
Nope. You guys just do what you got to do out there, and you're just there for the ride. So you guys just pay attention to what you're supposed to pay attention to, all right?
So we are going to check that spot that I patched up.
We're going to check that and go from there.
All right. What we're doing is we're still looking for breaches in the wire. You'll see whenever we get out there a little bit more. Make sure, yesterday I found where some dogs came in at, the Constantine wire split open a little bit. So we patched that up. We're going to stop there and check that out again. Other than that, we just pretty much make sure that the rest of the wire is still there.
This is a small village right over the berm here. Every month we go over there with the LT or the commander to let them know we're here, and so we can kind of get intel on possible enemy activity in the area.
My name's Gene Bendico. I originally grew up in Seattle, Washington. My wife, Carissa, I met her in Colorado Springs. We have 2 beautiful boys, Keenan and Landon. For 5 years, I was active duty, joined the Guard afterwards, and I've been in the Guard and total military time, 17 years. What I'm doing now actually is one of the battle non-commissioned officers at the Tactical Operations Center. I make sure that our commander, our colonel, has what he needs in order to make sure that the guys all around the different parts of Iraq are safe. The missions that go outside Camp Ramadi, if something goes wrong, they call us, and my crew goes out and we coordinate any kind of necessary route support to anything that would help them get back home.
Our role is to support provincial reconstruction teams and keeping them safe, basically doing what's called a security detail mission with them.
On a typical personal security detail mission, once we have the mission together, then we kind of like just escort them to the site while we're there, making sure we have contact.
All right, Phil. Body armor, got water?
Got it.
What we're
of the fob.
And these guys all know their job. They're all very well with it. All the management of it, we've got the right people in the right place doing the right job for this battalion support.
The Quick Reaction Force basically does base patrols internally and external. And they're also a reactional force, so if something is discovered, they quickly go and respond to that.
My name is Specialist Daniel Holmes. I'm stationed in Colorado.
I'm Specialist Carlos Garcia from Denver, Colorado.
My actual job is QRF.
QRF, Quick Reaction Force. What we do is pretty much we secure the perimeter of the FOB.
A FOB is a forward operating base where we are concealed from the outside perimeter.
We make sure nobody breached in within the perimeter, make sure everybody on the FOB safe.
All right, has everybody got their gloves? All right, Phil. Body armor, got water?
Got it.
What we're looking for, does anyone still what we're looking for?
Breaches in wire, make sure nobody somehow made their way through the wire. Make sure we don't have to stop and repair it. I was going to request if we could stop and check that one that I repaired yesterday.
Anybody else got anything? LT?
Nope. You guys just do what you got to do out there, and you're just there for the prize. So you guys just pay attention to what you're supposed to pay attention to, all right?
So we are going to check that spot that I patched up.
We're going to check that and go from there.
All right. What we're doing still looking for breaches in the wire. You'll see whenever we get out there a little bit more. Make sure, yesterday I found where some dogs came in at, the Constantine wire split open a little bit. So we patched that up. We're going to stop there and check that out again. Other than that, we just pretty much make sure that the rest of the wire is still there.
This is a small village right over the berm here. Every month we go over there with the LT or the commander to let them know we're here, and so we can kind of get intel on possible enemy activity in the area.
My name's Gene Bendico. I originally grew up in Seattle, Washington. My wife, Carissa, I met her in Colorado Springs. We have two beautiful boys, Keenan and Landon. For 5 years, I was active duty, joined the Guard afterwards, and I've been in the Guard and total military time 17 years. What I'm doing now actually is one of the battle non-commissioned officers at the Tactical Operations Center. I make sure that our commander, our colonel, has what he needs in order to make sure that the guys all around the different parts of Iraq are safe. The missions that go outside Camp Ramadi, if something goes wrong, they call us, and my crew goes out and we coordinate any kind of necessary route support to anything that would help them get back home.
Our role is to support provincial reconstruction teams and keeping them safe, basically doing what's called a security detail mission with them.
On a typical personal security detail mission, once we have the mission together, then we kind of like just escort them to the site while we're there, making sure we have constant security on them.
Most of it's just securing a site around the area, making sure that nobody injures or harms them in any way. We enjoy securing them, being there for them, and providing that detail, that extra little bit of safety for them.
I think the military does a great job of teaching our soldiers how to deal with local nationals and third country nationals, and just knowing your environment in the Middle East. You have to know the customs and the culture to do the right things. You know, they offer you food, you don't want to refuse the food. You have to eat what they give you. Knowing those things are very important. You know, being from Iran, experiencing the culture. I live the culture. You know, anytime I talk to anybody back home, I tell them I'm Persian American, and it's helped me tremendously being here on this deployment because I understand the Middle Eastern culture, and I try to help my soldiers under my command understand it. Here, they don't like to make decisions right away. It's all about knowing you. It's all about going through that process of trusting you. So you sit down, you have a cup of tea, or you sit down, have a nice meal, and you do the right things, how you greet them, how you shake their hand, how you talk to them. And then at the end of the meetings usually is when decisions are made. So it's very important to know those things.
My name is Specialist Joshua Webb. I've been in the Colorado National Guard for 6 years now. Raven Gate is where we are. It's our entry control point at Camp Ramadi.
It's an entry control point and a gate that controls traffic in and out of the camp.
What we're doing is making sure that the right people come into the gate and the wrong people stay out, and the right people also exit the gate and the wrong people don't. We have a watchdog here that helps us keep watch on the gate, and her name's Daisy. Daisy's been around here for, I guess, about 3 deployments now. She helps us make sure that we're staying awake and still doing our jobs. She barks at anybody that's not in ACUs, so it was kind of interesting We actually have orders that we are required to take care of her and watch out for her. And if she gets hurt or ill in any way, then we are required to take her to get medical treatment.
My role as a battalion executive officer, one of the jobs that we're charged with is kind of the camp administration, camp support for Camp Ramadi. And we recognized that a healthy, balanced life of exercise and a little downtime and focusing on the mission and doing the mission makes for a better soldier. It's really our job to make sure that the soldier is balanced, has a healthy spirit, healthy environment, so that he really can go ahead and focus on that next mission set that's coming down the line. That's really important to us. We try to exercise that to the fullest.
We do long hours here, and for me, to maintain those long hours, getting up early in the morning, doing the PT, coming to work, I really need to be on my top of my game. So coffee is a big piece of that. As you see to my right, there's our espresso machine that I brought from home, and it keeps me happy because it brews a beautiful cup of espresso. But coffee's been a big part of my life. I have a couple coffee shops in Boulder. One's Cafe Soleil, one's Trident Coffee Company. And we also have a roasting company, Coffee Syndicate. It's a way of life for me, but it also keeps me alive through these long days.
'm name's Scott Veeder. I'm from Colorado Springs. What I bring to this battalion as far as music-wise is I play the saxophone. I really enjoy my music. I really enjoy being here and being able to play, kind of give everybody else a reprieve from, you know, the stress of being in Ramadi and the dull drudgery of the day. It helps me relieve my stress as well as try and help others relieve theirs, and that's kind of why I'm here as a musician and as an entertainer, is to help other people. And obviously mission comes first.
2005, we were with the 947th Engineer Company, and on November 18th, we had 3 chalks set to fly out of Kuwait, come right here to Iraq. And our second chalk, we had a bus accident, and about a dozen guys got severely injured on that accident, and one of them got killed. And that's how our deployment started, was losing a Colorado soldier. And it's tough. It's tough. It's like yesterday. But Sergeant Reyes, everywhere we went, we built stuff with his name on it. Whether it was a loading ramp right here on Ramadi, or whether it was the dictation of a motor pool to that soldier. It definitely impacted our mission. That was how we as a National Guard unit started our deployment. September 11th of 2006, I finished a memorial. I painted a T-berry along with Specialist Sotelo, made our motor pool the Sergeant Louis Reyes Maintenance Facility. So our plan was to put that T-barrier and get it loaded up and shipped back to Colorado. It was loaded up onto a Marine ruck line, and it was supposed to go to Al-Assad. Convoy didn't get to Al-Assad. T-barrier was basically lost. So now it's 2009, and we're here in Ramadi. Didn't really even give a lot of thought to that T-wall until our unit landed in Al-Taqadim, what we call TQ. And sitting out in the middle of the desert on that base was that T-wall. And it's our thought to bring that back to the 947th Engineers, and we'll place that memorial at the Grand Junction Motor Pool.
The folks I'm here with, the unit I'm here with, they're family. They're my secondary family.
Soldiers that came with me, they mean a lot to me. They're pretty much like your siblings. You gotta take care of them. You guys watch each other's backs, like a battle buddy.
I love my wife. I support them wholeheartedly. And when I'm not with her, it's good to know that I can rely on these guys out here. They have my back. They know that I have theirs.
Men and women I serve with, they're like my brothers and sisters personally. I care for them. I want to do everything I can to protect them.
I'll tell you, I'm proud to have been in the Guard as many years as I have. I've seen a lot of soldiers. Some of them, they were still in high school when they joined. They're now the staff sergeants, and they're the leaders. And I kid about it as we've kind of grown old together, and there's something kind of sweet about that. And there's something a little extra about making it feel like a family to me.
There's a lot of different people in this unit that come from all over, and we're forced to stay together in one area on a volunteer basis, and you know, we're here to work together. It works. It works.
One of the things I talk about a lot of times is the National Guard's a big family, and really we're a family here too. There are some married couples in the unit. There's some fathers and son. First Sergeant Bishop and his son.
My name is First Sergeant Joe Bishop. I'm the First Sergeant of the 188th FSC Company. My name is PFC Joe Bishop Jr. I'm with Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 3 of the 157 Field Artillery.
Sergeant Gonzalez and his son.
I'm Sergeant First Class Michael Gonzalez. 29 years in the Colorado National Guard.
My name is Sergeant Clayton Gonzalez. I've been in the National Guard for 6 years, all in Colorado.
When you see them together, it's just really neat to see a father and son here at war during this time of their lives. I just think that's a real special time.
Having two sets of father-sons in the battalion is very unique. I can't remember a battalion that's even had a father-son in it that I've served with in the past 26 years.
Being a father-son in this unit, I think is, especially here in Iraq, it's wonderful. I'm very blessed to have this here.
The fact that I'm deployed with them, I think is pretty cool. It's good to have someone that you're close to, that you can talk to.
If something gets a little rougher than you thought, sit down and have somebody to talk with. You know, we've been around each other for a long time, so we know each other pretty well.
It really is helpful to have a son, have a family member close by, and I do keep an eye on him. No need to, he's a tremendous soldier. I'm so proud of him. But I know it helps with our family members back home because they know we're looking out for one another, so.
Okay, now the truth.
That is the truth. Come on.
My mother, when she first heard about this, she was not happy about both of us being here. I mean, I think that's any mother's reaction, but once we actually came together here in Iraq, my mother was so happy that we were together and we could actually say, hey, Dad's doing great, and she liked to hear that.
As a parent, I'm concerned, is he making friends? Is he getting along? I think the comforting factor at this point is his mom knows that I will report back to her everything. How is his quality of life? Is he happy? Is he healthy? You can't talk your son or your daughter into the military. It was an absolute 100% commitment on his part. I never sold him. I never implanted any ideas. In fact, if anything, I probably made him think twice about it because, you know, at 12 years old when I was having to do push-ups outside his room because it wasn't clean, then I thought, wow, that would deter him for sure.
As long as I can remember, since I was a young child, I always seen him in uniform, and I've always wanted to follow in his footsteps. And being here now, I look back and I'm like, wow, where did the time go? We're in Iraq together, and I've been in the military 6 years, and he's nearing the end of his career, and I'm appreciating every second I have with him here. I really do.
Joe Bishop and Joe Bishop Sr. served together in the National Guard in Iraq for the Operation Iraqi Freedom, and that's a pretty special thing.
Something we could share together, something we're going to remember for the rest of our lives.
There's a sacrifice to go to war, and there's a sacrifice to be in the Guard. For the soldiers, they come out of society just like everybody else from their neighborhoods, and they step forward and volunteer to do something special. Well, in the National Guard, typically they go back to their neighborhood. They're still part of the society. They go back to a job.
They have careers outside of this. You know, some guys manage stores, some guys are carpenters.
Do construction.
Okay, now the truth.
There's a sacrifice to go to war, and there's a sacrifice to be in the Guard. For the soldiers, they come out of society just like everybody else from their neighborhoods, and they step forward and volunteer to do something special. Well, in the National Guard, typically they go back to their neighborhood. They're still part of the society. They go back to a job.
They have careers outside of this. You know, some guys manage stores, some guys are carpenters.
Do construction in Denver. I'm a carpenter for different companies.
I am actually a contractor for Northrop Grumman. I work actually with the Air Force. I have a lot of good support there from my own company.
Back home, I work for Starbucks in Longmont. My manager there has been very supportive.
When I'm not playing the National Guard piece, I work as a deputy sheriff for Jefferson County, up there in Golden, Colorado. It would definitely make it harder if you knew that you were here and people did not support what you were doing.
I work for Stan's Electric in Yuma, Colorado. He's very supportive of me being here.
My civilian job, they're big supporters of the military and what I'm doing now.
I can't say that he's the happiest because, you know, he's got to find new help. We had several people apply when I left, and he was just kind of shaking his head thinking they couldn't replace me, but I assured him I'd be back.
Thinking about my own employer and those that work for small businesses, it's difficult. Particularly the better soldier they are for you, the better employee they are for their employer, and the bigger sacrifice you're making.
The support we receive from back home, not only from the Colorado Army National Guard, but from the citizens of Colorado, it's phenomenal.
They're doing their part for us, 7,500 miles away.
There's such a wide variety of support. I mean, we get care packages constantly from people.
We get letters and packages of stuff.
Stuff to eat, stuff to read, stuff like that. Everything helps.
It's awesome because then you can hand it out to your partners or gift boxes. of those hard-to-get items, shampoos and toothbrush, to the units so that they can distribute them out amongst the batteries.
Everything back home really fuels us just to get through the mission and get back to them.
Anything that they can do to try to get a hold of us, and whether that be in care packages, letters, and things of that nature, it's well appreciated.
Their support is what gets us through these deployments. This is not a one-sided war by any means. We come here and we do our job, but everybody on the backside, on the United States, their support means everything to us.
Everyone cares, and showing that to the soldier is important, but it's almost more important to support the family member back home.
In some respects, there's an advantage to say, hey, I've got a battle buddy. I've got this person that's on my side all the time. It's hard to be able to say that back home. This is not easy for them. And for that, we do make an effort to help them back home with family support groups.
We've got a great family readiness group that stays in contact with us. We've got a rear detachment that takes care of our families in our absence.
I know my wife is in the family readiness group, and my wife and my daughter and my mom and my brother and the people back home I know really appreciate it. And it's good to know that they're not there by themselves while we're out here, that they have support back home.
I just go to work. I have somebody that cooks my food, does my laundry, but our families have to take care of business at home, and they don't have all that, those amenities.
All we have to really worry about are about two things. One is, what's my mission for the day or tomorrow, and where's chow? That's all we have to worry about. Family members have to do it all.
I know it's harder for the families back home than it is for the soldiers itself here. My wife, she has 2 little kids at home, and I can't say enough about what the people do for us. My wife, there's been multiple people come and just help her, and I live in such a small town that everyone knows where I am and what I'm doing, and every time they see my wife, they just make sure she's okay.
That's just indicative of the kind of people back home that we know that are there doing more than just keeping the home fires burning, but really working for us and working on our behalf. Looking across my formation with the over 430 soldiers that we have here, I can tell you there's a lot of people out there sacrificing for these soldiers to be here, to be able to focus on their mission, and to be able to know that they have a job and a family to go back home to.
Today we sit in front of the Colorado flag that's signed by family, friends, employers. It's a support of our family members and everybody that was present to say, hey, take this, put it in the office for everyone to see, that we love you, that we support you, and we think about you every day, essentially. I sit every day, I read the messages. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It just gives us a little extra motivation and a morale booster. To the families and to the employers, to all the Coloradans back home, we thank you, we appreciate all your support, and we'll see you home soon.
The Iraqi people will never please everybody, but I think as a culture, as a people, they're pretty happy for what we've done.
We see civilians here, and we see the Iraqi people and third country nationals here, and they're happy to see us here, and they really are. They've got good hearts and they got good attitudes about us being here.
When I go out the wire and have a chance to actually, I guess you call it mingle with the locals, you get very different vibes just depending. When we're around some of the younger generation, especially kids like 10 years and younger, they're very happy to see us. They always come up to the vehicle. They're always waving to us as we pass by.
I'm seeing people out in the marketplaces now where before, if one of our convoys rolled through, they were hiding thinking something bad was going to happen. Now they're waving at us. Now we're throwing candy and soccer balls to them when we roll through by their houses. They know us and they see us and they wave at us.
That's a very good feeling just to kind of see that, and they're not scared to come up to us anymore. I think for the most part, they understand what we're doing here, and they still want us here until we actually are able to make sure that their government is able to run on their own.
Once they get up to that point where they can assume full control without our presence even being nearby, then I think it's time for us to go home. And we'll go home knowing we did a job well done and be proud of what we've done.
hopes for the Iraqi people a better future for their kids. Many generations here have known nothing except war.
This country, unfortunately, has had a lot of wars, and I wish and hope that they go away from that, that they have a stable government so they can move forward and build their country. If you look at the country, Iraq in the 70s was the most educated in the 70s, and it can't get there again. It's got a great future, they have a lot of assets, and that's what I hope for.
To actually have a generation finally grow up and have, you know, a stability of peace and opportunity would definitely be one of the things that I would hope that we could give them.
Entering, I guess, this country and before entering this mobilization, I just read so many articles online about things that were going on here and the good things that were happening. And ultimately, I may not see a lot of things happening right in front of me every day, but I know that we're helping people, so I feel lucky to be a part of that.
Opinions of the Iraqis matter, and we're here to provide them all kinds of support, and we do so many good things as a military across the board. It's not about the kinetic fight, it's about everything else. The message of freedom, it's the message of education, it's the message of effective governance, the ability to really provide for your people, and we're here to help them do that, and that's essentially it.
I'm no ambassador by any means, but I believe that families, individuals have a right to their own personal choice without any higher power forcing them to dictate that. And I know the way I live my life, whether I fail or succeed in whatever I do, is by my own means, by my own power. I believe that the Iraqi people or anybody else in the world deserves that kind of freedom.
These provincial reconstruction teams are working with the Iraqi people, giving them, you know, the old teach them how to fish and feed them for life kind of idea. There's a lot of different things that make up a society that they've been able to go in and help them. And you know, it's about giving them back their country and helping them out and just enough where they're able to take charge of their own area and really live as a free society, the Iraqi way, their way, in their own country.
The message that I would like to give the people of Colorado is that you've got over 400 guys and gals that make up 3157 FA. We're proud to be here. We're proud to represent Colorado.
You know, although we're out here for a year-long tour, we're all away from our families, but I know that most of us are looking forward to coming back home to the mountains of Colorado, to skiing Breckenridge or Loveland, or you know, even hiking, getting lost in the hills and doing what we do, loving Colorado.
When we all go back home, hopefully they'll continue to realize what they did here. It is history. We are providing history. We're making history.
There is a significantly large population of volunteers, soldiers that are patriotic, want to serve their country, want to do what soldiers do, and that's serve in a time of war on foreign soil to achieve what the nation's end state is.
Right now we're in the stabilization phase of Iraq, and I hope every one of them realizes the significance that they gave this country. When we leave here, they did their job, and whether they're 19 or 49, we all did our role here.
I would like the people of Colorado and the American people to know that This isn't like a movie where you see everyone shooting people up, and it's not like that at all. We're here, we're doing good things. We're working with the Iraqis, and it's a good thing. And we're here doing good things, and that's what this whole thing's been about the entire time. And it's a good feeling knowing that we're hopefully bringing this to an end, and that things are going a lot smoother nowadays. The purpose and the reason and the things that we're accomplishing over here right now just are so tremendous to the Iraqi people. And the purpose is a necessity at this point. We're not done yet, but we're almost there.
Really do think we're doing something good, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
I feel really, really special that I can be a part of something so big, bigger than me for sure.
I'll tell you, Americans can certainly be proud that the effort and the soldiers and the Marines that they've sent out here, and airmen and sailors, of course, have really made a difference. And I've heard other people say that a lot about, hey, we've made a difference, I want to know we're making a difference. And honestly, we really have made a difference.
The young men and women that make up this battalion are actually absolutely incredible. They span every religion virtually, every ethnicity, but what's most important, they all want to be here. And they're all soldiers and they know where the fight is. And that's just a good example of what the Colorado Army National Guard brings to the fight.
It dawned on me a year or two ago that every soldier, Marine, sailor, airman serving today has raised their hand and affirmed or joined for the first time after 9/11. And with that comes a bigger commitment, comes an expectation on some level that they will probably serve in war. And for that, I will tell you, they get a certain measure of my respect. They step forward. The training is hard in every service. There's a lot of things they have to learn, a lot of things they're expected to do.
I couldn't be more honored. The quality of these soldiers is just outstanding. They have a lot of really good morale, real good enthusiasm. Even on a day where maybe life isn't so busy, they constantly look for things to do. They ask, hey, what can we do here? What can we do there?
19-year-old soldier, you'd see him on the streets back home, and he's not that same guy. When he puts his uniform on, we go to work. I wish everybody back home could see these guys do their job. It's very hot, and it's consistent, and it's 7 days a week. But the guys that are here and the gals that are here, we're here because we want to be here, and we wouldn't have it any other way.